All right, I just tried to go live from my computer, but let's try it on mobile, see if this works a little bit better. Hello! Welcome to another live training. I'm Ren Lopa. I am the co-founder and CEO of Wolf and Rabbit Inc. I'm the creator of the Successful Hairstylist community and podcast, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys. In my DMs a lot the past couple of weeks, I've been hearing a lot of talk about standing out from competition. And so I really wanted to put together a training for you guys on this. How can we stand out on Instagram when tons of hairstylists have upped their game, are posting beautiful photos, and are right in our area? How can I show up on Instagram so that people who search in my area are going to pick me out and we're going to be a great fit? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So this training for you on Instagram Mastery, this training is for you if you're in a super competitive area, right? So maybe the street that you're on is a really popular street. You have lots of salons and hairstylists. Okay. This is also for you if the people you are attracting from Instagram are currently not the right fit for you. So this can happen a lot, whether with the client that comes in for a massive color correction, she has no intention of ever coming back. She just wants kind of like the big service and that's it. This could also be people who are chasing kind of discounts and promotions. They're not really looking for like a long-term relationship with you. They're not really looking to invest a lot in their hair. So we want to make sure that on the flip side, we're attracting the right people, the people who value our services, value our pricing, value our time, and are really interested in that long-term vision that we can create for them. Okay, this training is also for you if you are just flat out not enjoying Instagram anymore. So you might just feel like you're going through the motions. Maybe you kind of feel like you have to play a part on Instagram, like you're a little robotic. It's just stale, okay? And you're just like not in love with it anymore and not enjoying it anymore. So we want to know how to stand out on Instagram, obviously, because that is going to be able to help us attract more people. So when we can stand out in our own local community, we are going to be the top of mind choice for women when they think, oh, I need to get my hair done. Your Instagram or your screen name or whatever is going to be something that pops right into their mind and has them searching for you to get that appointment booked. So I want to make sure that you guys really know how to do that. So you can also, when you're standing out, you can attract the right people. So I'm going to talk to you a lot today about, really showing your personality online, being the opposite of robotic and boring, like really showing more of who you are. And the reason we want to do this is that the truth is that we're not for everybody, right? Like, I've talked to many people who I'm not for them, and that is totally okay, because when we are ourselves and we are authentic and we are showing up truly, we are able to find the people who are for us, find the people who value and like us and want to work with us more. So showing up authentically is going to help us attract the right people. It's also good to stand out because it just becomes more fun, right? When it's easy to be consistent when we're being ourselves, when we feel like we have to put on a show or put on this kind of like fake thing every time we go on Instagram, of course we're not going to do it. We're going to really struggle to write content, and it's just going to be an uphill battle. So also, when we show up authentically, it's just that. We don't have that writer's block anymore because we can just spit it out. We can just say our true thoughts and opinions on different topics that relate to our industry and not be so stressed out about, am I being professional? Am I being the person, like putting on this costume? We just get to be ourselves. So I think that today, my hope is that you find a lot of permission and a lot of freedom to start showing up as more yourself and actually start showing up and standing out on Instagram, especially in a competitive area. The only way we can really stand out is by being ourselves. We are inherently unique and different. You have a different journey into this industry than anybody out there. You have a different story. You have different experiences. You've worked with different clients, all of that. So I want you to understand first and foremost that like you have a unique voice and a unique place in this industry. And there are clients out there that like they're praying to find you. Like you are the answer to their prayer. They're so excited to be able to find you. And so let's help them do that, okay? So the first thing that I really want you to start doing is showing more of your personality. And there's a couple different ways to do that. So obviously behind the scenes content can do that. So this can even be behind the scenes on your weekend. So when you're not at work, this can be behind the scenes when you're sharing your favorite parts about what you do. It could be, you know, your personal journey to get the hair that you want, to grow your hair out, or to find the perfect shortcut, or, you know, to place the extensions perfectly in your own hair so that they were so comfortable you forgot about them. So really sharing more of your own journey, story, likes, dislikes. So this can be, you know, personal stories, experiences, behind the scenes glimpses of your work and daily life. And this really helps followers connect with you on a personal level. So I'm sure you guys have heard this before, but like people don't buy a balayage, like they buy the person, like they are buying the hairstylist, they are buying the human being and wanting to support them. I know many of you probably have clients who travel from further than you would think is like practical to come and see you. And that's because we connect with people in today's market in 2024, in this consumer market. People want to feel really good about where they're spending their money and where it's going. So they want to love and feel really good about the people that they're supporting. It's so much more than hair. So we have to be sure that we're showing up even more authentically to show people who we really are. And honestly, I think that is going to be a breath of fresh air for you. Because sometimes we can just feel like we can just put ourselves in these boxes of, oh, I need to be professional, right? Like here's my tie, or here's like my button up, and like I can only be this one way. No, the more you can be, the better that is going to be. You can also show some process videos, but when you show process videos, I want you to focus less on techniques and methods, and I want you to just talk more about, I love what I do, right? I feel so lucky that I get to show up and I get to do this on a daily basis. Like to me, this is art. To me, this is fun. Like to me, this is like, this brings me so much joy. People want to work with people who love what they do. Okay, so show your personality, show the behind the scenes. So number 2, what we want to do is bring value. We want to educate and we want to inform people. A lot of you may think that in 2024, clients know everything, right? They've already researched everything. There's nothing new under the sun. And while you're right, what I want you to keep in mind is there are literal YouTube videos that have been published in the past year or two about how to find the right hairbrush, and they are still in 2024 getting millions of views. Okay, so nothing is too simple. And what I want you to understand is that yes, in 2024 there is so much information out there that people are bombarded. Is this true? Is this advice I should take? Is this even, you know, the right kind of thing that I should get? Like, how do I know? How do I sift through and filter? Who wouldn't love a professional hairstylist telling people how to pick a brush over an influencer who is getting paid by a brand to promote the brush, right? Anybody would choose that any day. So we need to be willing to educate and inform. I know a lot of you guys out there would probably do it more if you had the ideas. So what I want you guys to try doing is either, you know, I have a caption guide of like 528 captions with tons of ideas in there for you, but you could also go to ChatGPT, which is the free AI app, and you could literally just type in, what are the 10 things women are struggling with their hair in July? Okay? And then it's going to give you a ton of ideas. You could say, what about in August? You could say, write me 5 viral posts solving women's hair problems in July. Okay, and it is going to populate some ideas for you. Now, are all of these ideas perfect? Maybe not, but this can help get you started. I want you guys to really start being empowered to show up. So instead of sitting there and thinking, well, I don't know what to post, so I'll do it later, it's being like, well, I don't know what to post. So what I should do now is generate some ideas, and then I can put something together. So that is how you keep your inspiration fresh. So this could be tutorials and tips. I think a great thing to do is just every week, even if you style your hair the exact same way, maybe you pop on live on a Friday night before you go out or Friday morning before you go to work, and you're just on live and you're just showing people how you're refreshing your next day hair. Maybe your hair is freshly washed and you're doing like your standard how I style my hair on my wash day. Maybe it's really dirty and you're trying to show people, you know, how to make your hair look good even when it's super freaking dirty. So just popping on live or recording a few still photos or recording a video and just putting that out there. People are so incredibly fascinated about how to do their own hair. They still struggle with it to this day. And I'm sure you guys have seen all of my posts about how women with good hair feel way more confident. They ask for more raises. They make more money. It is just better overall. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, this is tip number 4, is what in the marketing world we call leverage user-generated content, okay? But what I would say with us is that we are going to encourage our clients to post about us, right? So we're going to encourage them to take photos with their finished look. Maybe we're there, or just we're going to send them the photos that we've taken of them and ask them to post it online. We are going to then repost that. We are going to be friends with them on Instagram and be like, oh my God, can I share that selfie on my page? It looks amazing. Like your hair looks amazing, right? And we are going to actually take some of their photos with permission, of course, always, and of when they have styled their hair that you've created, and have that on your page. So you can have real world examples of the clients that you serve and like how great it's coming out at home. Anybody can look good when they leave the salon. I think that this adds that extra layer of social proof, even beyond a testimonial that's like, look at my clients looking beautiful, like out in the wild, like out in their real life. So we're going to use user-generated content. This is also going to be testimonials. So it is easy to stand out when you are sharing what makes you different with your testimonials, right? So my clients always love when I do XYZ. My clients always love that no matter how many times they come to see me, I am always going to check in on like, okay, how is, has their lifestyle changed? Have they had big life changes? How can we make this look more current? They've had the same look for 20 years. How could we add like maybe a tiny little money piece in the front and like just bring it into 2024? Things like that. So when you're talking about the experience that you provide in that way, it is so magical. And I promise you, you guys are totally taking it for granted, right? Like you're so used to just showing up, being amazing, rocking out on hair, that you are probably blind to how incredible of an experience you provide. Sometimes what I think really helps with this, when you can, I know not everybody can at all times, but is to go a city over. So like drive an hour out of town, go to a hairstylist who doesn't know you're a hairstylist, and I want you to be a client. 9 times out of 10, this is going to remind you how incredible you already are and point out to you, oh, I would have done that different. Oh, I do this different. Oh, I ask this question. Oh, I like to, whatever, finish the hair this way or make sure my clients feel like this. And that is all content. Like that is all stuff that you should be sharing online, and stuff that is going to set you apart, okay? So then, number 5, collaborate with local influencers and business owners. So this is such a big deal. This one is so much fun. I want you to just really start networking. If you're in a suite environment, that's even better because you probably have nail techs, massage therapists, estheticians, like literally right around you, which how convenient is that for a client, by the way, to come and get all of that done in the same visit? Like how cool. But really start building and cross promoting these relationships. You can think further to your favorite local coffee shop, talking to the owner there, talking to the manager about, you know, I'll feature you, can you guys feature us, and like coming up with these partnerships. You might have local boutiques, right? It's like, hey, you know, let us come in and maybe style your mannequins. So not even the hair, but like let us come in and like put together your mannequins outfits, and you can just say that like we put this together, and then we in turn will talk about you guys, and it'll be this really fun thing. Like just get creative and collaborate with those local businesses. One of the best ways to stand out is just to show, like, have a network and have a community around you. So collaborating with local influencers, beauty bloggers, or other hairstylists to reach a broader audience. If you guys know other hairstylists who specialize in different things, don't count that out as a great possible collaboration. You can also do guest appearances. So do live streams together where you're popping on their live stream, or do the collaboration post where it shows up on both of your feeds. Do guest posts and just truly gain this exposure. The other benefit to this is that their people already trust them. And so if they're recommending you, you have an in, right? You are already going to have more trust. It's like a giant referral, and vice versa. So they are also going to get a lot of benefits out of this because your clients already trust you. You're referring them over here. It's so much fun. And again, I think it can take the monotony out of it. It can make it way less boring. It's like, you can fall in love with marketing your business again. Like, isn't that what we all want? And by the way, it's totally okay to go through like phases where you aren't feeling like it, where you're like, my dad always does like this for my video users. I'm like doing my or for my audio listeners, I'm doing my hands like in and out, so close and then far away from each other. And like life is just cycles like that. We're going to feel motivated and inspired, and then times of being like, I hate marketing. I wish I never had to do it again. Like, forget this. But when we can have these fun things, you know, showing our personality, really talking about the things we love, partnering with other businesses, it really can reinvigorate our inspiration and our motivation to show up and really be that CEO again, right? Not just a hairstylist in our business, but like the CEO. Like that can be so fun. Okay, number 6, I want you to showcase your unique services and promotions that you have. So unique services. Some of you might be like, Ren, I'm just doing balayage like everyone else, like balayage, root smudge, like blah, blah, blah. Most people don't know what that is, and it is still special. So don't let the algorithm trick you into thinking that what you provide to your community is basic, not special, not valuable, less than, out of date, anything like that. Okay, I'm just gonna say that one more time because I think it's important. Don't let the algorithm trick you into feeling like what you provide is not incredible, because it is. What happens is, because when we're online and we have that algorithm going, we are seeing a lot of people like us, right? That's the purpose of an algorithm. They want to show us content we like, and that's just how, you know, it spirals on and kind of puts us in this bubble. But this can trick us to think everybody out there is like us. I have nothing special to bring to the table. It's all been done. It's all been seen. Like, nobody is going to see that and think anything great about it. It is just not true. So when you are showing up in a post or on a live or in an email or in a text or in person in a consultation, I want you to talk about your services like you truly love them, right? Like this is the first time that someone is ever hearing about this, right? So if it is a balayage, I want you to show your true passion, thoughts, all of like how you really feel about it, not how we've been made to feel about it, how it's just like normalized, but like, no, Cindy, you are going to love balayage instead of a traditional partial highlight. Like, listen to me, you're going to get much longer wear. It's still going to blend your like grays that you have, but oh my gosh, it's going to look current, do everything you like it to do, but also extend out your visit. So then we do the blonde every other visit instead of every visit. And then in that in-between visit, we can do treatments. We can keep your hair really strong. We can make sure it's growing long and healthy. We can like really focus on your scalp health. And now you have time for both and you have a budget for both because of balayage's like low maintenance quality. Like this is amazing. I mean, Cindy is gonna feel great, right? So I want you to just really, really talk about your services and talk about what you provide like you love them, okay? Hair cutting can make such a difference. It can make somebody feel like, I feel like hair cutting and styling is the fastest way that somebody can either feel like totally out of date or totally on trend. Like it is such a big difference. Even just the way you hold a curling iron to do your curls can make you look like the 80s or the early 2000s or, modern day. So it's like getting your passion back, getting your voice back. It is not stupid. It is not silly. It is not basic to be excited about the way that you can impact women through beauty and through teaching them these simple tricks. I guarantee you, the people that you probably follow or spend the most time with on Instagram are probably people who give a shit, or they don't give a shit in like that funny way, right? It's not, but like, none of us want to follow someone that's like, yeah, it's fine. I do hair and like, it's fine. It's whatever, and like, that's their attitude. Like, of course not. Like, you guys love this. Like, stop pretending like you don't even like it or, play it down. Like, you guys know what you're doing. So highlight any unique services you offer. This could include like organic treatments, exclusive products, your personalized consultation. So like the way you customize every look for every client, I talk about that all the time. You can also, run contests, do giveaways, have special promotions to attract new followers and get your current clients excited. A lot of times we think about like, okay, how do we keep our current clients like loyal, excited, engaged? Running promotions really helps with that. It's just fun to see what's new. And sometimes people only need the tiniest excuse to try something new or buy all new hair care or, branch out of their box. They just need an excuse like, oh, well, it's a fun promotion. I mean, back to school is going to be coming up. And I was just thinking last night all about all these different promotions you could do. Like if you had different products that were like, here's my straight A package, and it's like literally shampoo, conditioner, and a leave-in conditioner, right? So that's like the best girl. So shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, maybe like a styler. But then you can have like honor roll packages, and it could be like, a certain percentage off of them, but like you're gonna make it fun. There's the straight A student honor roll. Then there's the C student. Then there's the flunked out. And like that could be just like a total random mix of products that don't seem like they go together but are really fun. Like there's so many fun things that we can do just to keep our clients engaged and interested and excited. So showcase these things, like showcase your ideas, showcase the services that you do, and showcase your passion and your heart about it, okay? I know you guys love it. Like, don't let Instagram steal your joy from what you are doing, please. Okay, and then the very last one, number 7, how to stand out from the competition on Instagram, is going to be to highlight your certifications and achievements, okay? I know a lot of you guys take classes, you do personal development, you're going to these industry events, please don't just share it one time. Please don't share it one time, right? Like often that's what we do. We share a carousel of like, we went to this event and then that's kind of it. We don't talk about it again. But what if, share your carousel or share your initial thoughts about the event. But what about then in your stories, talk about a new technique you learned? What about, the next week posting about, an educator and how a story that they told really inspired you, or how, another thing you got reminded about this, you got reinstated in your passion. Maybe the next one is about how there's a new technique you really want to try on someone and for people to contact you. So don't just let your certifications or your industry events and all of that be like a one-time post. This is like a constant thing. I'm going to be digging it out, but I used to have a notebook when I was behind the chair. I like wrote a letter to myself in the front that's like, never lose your passion. Like, you love this industry. Don't let anyone, make you doubt it or doubt like your way here and how important it is. And then inside of it, it's like every event I went to or every YouTube video I even watched, or if I was listening to a podcast like you guys are right now, it's like I would take notes. And then here I can just flip through like all of my notes. And it's like, if you ever don't know what to post, go flip through like your notebook and see like, oh yeah, like I felt on fire in that class. Like I felt so excited. And then just talk about that. The whole post could just be, I am so excited about what I do. Like I'm remembering this class that I went to and how I was like getting goosebumps thinking about how I could make my service even better. Like that's when I learned how to do this. And the first time I did that on a client, this is what happened. Like, dig into that, because that is what sets you apart. That is what makes you stand out. And like I said at the beginning, you are going to start attracting people who really value you, like you, your mind, your humor, your laugh, your perspective, your artistry, like your aesthetic that you create in your space. Like you are going to start attracting people that love you, and you are not going to feel like Instagram is such a chore anymore, because it's going to feel fun. You are going to get to show up authentically. You're not going to feel like you have to drown out the best parts of you in order to get clients, right? You don't have to put on a costume. You get to just be your goofy, weird, freaky self and get the clients in. And I hope that this has given you full permission to do that and feel that way. So let me just recap the 7 really quick. Here are 7 ways hairstylists can outshine the competition on Instagram. So number 1, we had show your personality and behind the scenes content. Number 2, we are going to educate and inform. Number 3, engage with your audience. So, using polls, using quizzes, interactive stickers, replying to every comment, getting them in your DMs, getting them to respond to your stories. Number 4, we're going to leverage user-generated content. We're going to say, hey, can I repost that selfie? Like, you look freaking amazing. And show our clients out in the real world. We're going to share those testimonials. Number 5, we are going to collaborate with other local influencers and business owners. Number 6, we're going to showcase our unique services and promotions and perspective. And then number 7, we are going to highlight our certifications and achievements, not just one time when we get them, but over and over. Talk about our passion, show our heart, show our education, and just go from there. You guys can do it. I don't know if you feel pumped up, but I feel like super pumped up about this. And I really, really would love it if you guys came over to Instagram at Ren Lopa Official, jumped in my DMs and told me what did you take away from this free training today? What did this make you think about? Are there things you haven't been doing that you want to start doing? Where have you found the most success with standing out on Instagram? Like, let me know. I'll share them with every one of my stories. But yeah, I hope you feel excited and inspired for a brand new week. Thank you for showing up for yourself, spending this time on your business. But remember, learning is the easy part. Listening to these trainings is the easy, fun part. Now it's time to go out, put it in action, try something new, do something different, and then see what happens. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.